Shot.
Do I know how to make the traffic that whizzes down the roads in a scenario? No, I don't, Irascible. Right.
So Chap needs to get another job now.
Yep, we need to head very slightly north.
Oh, CK, that's a big
That's a
one.
man truck dealer discovered.
What, in Calais?
What? No, someone CK's got the same job.
Frenchman.
Right, we're in Calais. I've got to Firenze. That's no good, we're not going that way.
We're going to Rotterdam.
Yeah, kind of.
I've got... Oh, that's actually quite a nice job. I've got to
Calais.
Szczecin, which is in Poland. And I don't think I've ever been to... I've never been to Szczecin either.
I've got nothing that far at all.
What's Poland?
So
It's
that's...
a long way away.
That is a long way away.
Do we have time to do that, do you reckon?
Szczecin, I'd say that's about 70-80 minutes.
I'm only able to do.
Right near Pex as well. Ooh.
Let me
That looks
think.
like a 70-80 minute job.
Yeah, definitely from there.
Should we take it?
Yeah, but we're going to Rotterdam first.
Yeah, I know. I've taken it, guys. I've taken it.
So we're going up to Rotterdam via Duisburg and then across the Szczecin.
Yeah. So I'm going to load in the map. So if you guys that are watching the stream, watch the stream, and then you'll find out where it is that I'm going because of my grey roads.
I can go to.
Wait a Zetskin's
I
right
can
near
go to
Pex,
Brussels.
isn't it?
So the first place that we got to meet is there. That's fine.
Captain,
Yeah.
Zetskin's near Pex, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's all the way up past it's up past Berlin.
Right. So when we come out, we'll take this road, that one, to the Duisburg road. Then we'll come up to Rotterdam. I kind of want to go back down onto that road.
Back onto Duisburg.
Yeah,
Well, I've got something to Brussels.
because
Zetskin, yeah, we could go there. Lovely. Yeah, I could do that.
So we're on the Duisburg road all the way around to Duisburg. The Duisburg turn-off, I would imagine.
right,
I turn off before that.
that's new. None of
But
that.
I'll go on to the A16 into Rotterdam.
Which way do we head? We head that way. So none of that's new, but we can't do any better unless we come
Captain,
down.
are we going via Brussels?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because I've got my load to Brussels.
Via Dortmund. That one. Oh gosh, this is going to be a long run, guys.
We're going via Dortmund.
Yeah. There we go. That's the most grey roads that I can get.
Oh, stop putting the... No! 3 is there. 4 is Dortmund. Why are you...
Okay, so we're coming out from Calais down onto the main road, taking the first left along that road, taking the first left up into Rotterdam, coming back down onto the Calais Duisburg, following that into to the end, so past Duisburg, then we're turning right and left onto the Dortmund bypass, all the way to Kassel, then we're turning left and then right, and then to the end of that road we turn left, and then that takes us up round the Berlin bypass, and then we turn off for Szczecin. Okay?
Yeah.
I may as well not participate.
Why?
Bye.
All my loads are either to Britain again, or to Brussels.
So why don't you just what do they call it? I want to say dogtail, but it's not dogtail. Bobtail. Why don't you just bobtail it?
Guess so.
Yeah,
Hang on, Mum's calling me.
Duisburg, Dortmund. We're on the Calais Duisburg road after coming back from Rotterdam to Dortmund. then
Right. There we go.
where are we going after?
Rob James has got Brussels as well. Do we pass by Brussels on that? I don't think we do we?
No.
No.
Brussels is,
No. If you want to go to Brussels instead of coming up to Rotterdam, and then meet us back on the Calais Duisburg road, Rob.
that works because Brussels is
That does work.
works. Where are we going after Dortmund? Straight? Is it a straight run from Dortmund up to
No. We got to come down and then go round a bit.
go to Dortmund? Right, I've got us as far as Dortmund. I'll double check for you once we get. So we're at the service centre waiting for you, Captain.
Oh yeah, we got to go services first. Right, I'm on my way. Shall we see what's sprouting up in Brussels? You can do if you want, Chris.
Chris, must try harder.
Flying. What's he doing here?
Matt, Rob says
Yeah.
that he's got one to Brussels as well. So if you take that one, when we turn off to go up to Rotterdam, you carry on to Brussels and then meet us back on the Calais Duisburg road.
Oh,
Okay. Hang on.
Do you know that the fix is free? I do. And I'm going to do it now because you distracted me, Rob James. Do you know that all of mine is free anyway because I'm doing thingy? Did that work? No. Is it tab? No. I forgot the button.
One of the dogs we had. One of the dogs we had used to chew
Why?
broke stalks.
oh.
One of the dogs that used.
Ooh, Scotsman. Got a new lorry, I see.
No, that's not new.
Well, you pick the bristles off and put the stalk down. The dog used to chew the stalk.
Oh, okay. To bring up
Scotsman
chat, you
should have
believe
a
it's
job.
right. It's not working, so I
Didn't
must have
want-
changed it.
Didn't want to be around him a little while later, but
Why did you think?
for obvious reasons.
Say that again, sorry, Jelly.
You didn't want to be near him, you know, a little while after, for obvious reasons.
Did I see the TSW announcement today and what are my thoughts on it? I did see the TSW announcement today, and my thoughts are it's exactly what I expected it to be.
American.
Yep. Right.
Who's
That's your
who's
opinion, doesn't it?
who's echoing?
Not Steam. That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cat.
I'm waiting for the SVR to come out.
Who's echoing?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Just because we seem to be sat here with everybody waiting.
We've been waiting for you.
And I'm here. Where's Rob James and Matt? Are they about?
Matt's behind Rob.
Lovely.
Hey, Rob.
Let's go.
Oh. Oi, fly, get back.
Scotsman.
Yes, Scotsman, get back. Scotty.
You will admit it looks like a pretty good route. I don't know, I've not really looked in that detail. American doesn't really fascinate me as much, and I'm not sure. Would I devote as much time to it as I would to GWE? No. If I'm going to get that, why don't I get Rapid Transport? Because both of them are going to be too expensive. So, I don't know. It genuinely, I'm a bit mixed about it.
Guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. You guess it will be UK next, maybe Steam is a chance. We hope so, Ed, and we hope so.
I'm hoping they do the West Somerset.
No, they did they've already done the West Somerset.
Everybody's done the West Somerset.
The only problem with doing preserved railways is Scotsman.
What?
I know what he's doing.
What's he doing? Oh, he's bobtailing, isn't he?
Is he bobtailing? He's got a trailer on the back.
Is he?
No.
I think you're on about me.
Mr. Rogers has always wanted to take Sprouts to Brussels, apparently. British routes are better in your opinion. You say it looks like a new passenger route. Rapid transport never really
I didn't
appealed
actually
to
hit
me.
it.
I've got Rob James behind me. Find Rob.
That's an issue for you too. TSW is too expensive for the small amount of content it has.
He's got a rubbish Scania and one.
Doing
Scotsman have got the best. Go on, Scotty. Hurry up. Get moving.
it is coming out quite quick. The new DLC.
Scotsman just take Matt. What on? You got a
Four
faster
major
truck.
at the moment. They're looking at 4 major a year.
At what, 4?
4 a year. Yeah, 4 majors a year.
Okay.
Wow.
Ow.
But yeah, you were going to say about the problem for doing preserved railways.
It's exactly
why
the
is it
same.
bad?
It's exactly the same for doing train operating companies. You actually
But you want
require.
to slow? Yeah, come on, Rob. That's a bit below the belt, like. Yours got a rubbish engine in. We've got the best ones. Scotty, next to this entrance, Scotty.
I'm just sat here listening to country.
Yeah, Scotty, good lad. Keep going.
Indeed, InstaSim, they have sped up with their DLC releasing.
Reserved railways need a license
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
because they are registered, either registered charities or.
No, Scotty, we're not going that way.
Gav,
Yeah.
please, I'm trying to talk to Rob.
Alright.
It's basically like the train operating companies. They're either registered charities or registered companies
Yeah.
with their own
Is that Rob behind me?
trademarks. So SVR is a trademark, WSR is a trademark.
Hey, Rob, is that you behind me?
Like that.
The thing with that one is, Matt said that when they did the WSR for Train Sim, they had also contended doing the SVR, so one would guess that they'd already approached them to see whether or not it would be possible.
Yeah, it's like I know the guys that did the freeware. I think it was Steve Sunscreen did the
Yeah,
SVR. I know that they specifically got permission from SVR to do it.
yeah. So I would like to see it done.
It would be nice. Full length of the SVR.
Oh, yeah,
Be with
definitely.
many of the different home steam engines, and definitely if they did it, I would want a class 52 and a class 42.
You gotta, the manor, it's gotta be a manor. Earlstoke Manor's gotta be in there.
Yeah, Western Warship Manor, and then Castle Prairie.
So, yeah, no, Castle, Pannier.
It isn't a railway with a pannier or...
No, they've got panniers. They've got 3, I think. I know, because we lent one to Ben.
It's definitely got panniers.
Haddock Floyd.
Right, carry on, guys. I need to fuel.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so guys, can we just have a little bit of, if someone's talking, can we try not to speak over them a little bit? I know there's lots of us in chat, and when I looked at it, I didn't want to take anybody off, because it's not really fair. But if we can give everyone a chance to speak, please. Where's everybody else gone? There's only me and Gavd and Rob here.
I've gone to deliver my job.
Where are you delivering?
Rotterdam.
Yeah, we're going to Rotterdam.
Up the Calais-Duisburg road.
We'll meet you all in Rotterdam.
Going this way.
Don't DTG already have a license to do the WSR? I don't know if that applies for TSW though.
You got scrap metal in that thing or plastic, CptnJenks?
I don't know. I've got carbon black powder.
Ooh, fancy.
Tire black.
Your only request with definitely. I want to kind of like go into DTG and say, right, your first steam engine route, get hold of Ed from Mesh Tools, get hold of Victory Works, and get hold of Just Trains, and all of you sit down around a table and make the thing work properly, including the option with the Just Trains of having the fireman who properly looks after the fire. I also want you to be able to have an option whereby you can start with, like, one of the things that gets me with the preserved railways at the moment is the engines are prepped as though they're going to do a mainline run, and so you don't actually need to add coal until you get halfway through. So I think that you should be able to have a setting whereby you can damp down the fire and the water and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, because running a preserved engine on a like railway is a lot different to running it on the main line, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very, very different.
Speed limited, so you don't need as much pressure, you don't need as much.
Nope. You know, and so you have to manage it completely differently, the way and how you fire. And
Imagine if you were firing it at the rate you were firing it from main, you'd just kill the boiler life, wouldn't you, for what it's like?
well,
What it's basically doing on a light railway.
well, the other thing is, and this is the bigger problem in real life, is that you're just wasting coal because you just keep the boiler pressure so high, it's constantly coming out the safeties.
And that's what saddens me. All these boiler tickets that are coming up soon, they'll all get renewed again, but there's a small problem coming up.
Go on.
When we run out of British coal, that's it.
No,
Won't run.
there is some. When I went to, where did we go? Me and my dad went somewhere. I think it was.
There's no British coal being mined.
I think it was to the Severn Valley, and they were saying that they were getting it imported from, and they get some quite good strains in as well when it's imported, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
It is expensive.
Mhm.
But it really
British coal's expensive, but good. But customers that import their coal from Russia, and that stuff is so.
Yeah, so it's expensive. But yeah, I've been to a couple of railways, and the engines are just sat there with the safeties going off all the time, and I kind of like want to grab the fireman and say, stop firing. Let that pressure go down a little bit. You don't need it on the safeties all the time to get to 20 mile an hour.
They want to see a
25
planet
km
steam.
pressure.
I want to be able to hear the bark of the engine and not just the safeties going all day.
Train crossing, and the lights going. Stop, 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 stop.
Let me come to the front, let me come to the front. I'm going through Scotsman, I don't care. Trains! Scotsman! We'll do that then. Train on trucks. I wanted that as a screenshot. Thank you, Scotsman.
Please, Scotsman.
CK, at least you're not stuck on the rails this time. How about special Welsh coal? If they still mined it, we'd use it.
They do still mine it.
Oh no.
It's just that it's so expensive. People prefer to mine Russian coal.
It's full of sulphur.
Your concern is that every route the PC handling hardware goes up. Does it? I genuinely don't know. Safety's billowing off all the time. Does your Bunsen too? Especially when they're really loud ones like the Thompson B1. Yeah. I was behind a pannier when I did the filming down at the Epping and Ongar Railway, and that was just constant. And like they'd arrive at the station and the fireman would be there on the shovel, and I'm thinking, you're not leaving for 20 minutes. Why the safety's already going. Why are you putting more on? Do you not know how this works? Maybe I should volunteer.
Yeah, we wouldn't stick. I don't think we stick Russian coal in our steam engine. German, isn't it?
We do.
I don't know. I don't know where we get it from.
We get ours from Russia.
Why would you put Russian coal in a British steam engine? You kill the steam engine with sulphur. Kill it.
I know.
I know
That's
that. I
literally
know.
what they do.
Well, no, Bombing and Wentford get theirs from Germany.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it was Dutch coal that the Severn Valley were using that time. They said it was quite a low grade and they were struggling on it, but I'm sure it was Dutch. Your concern is people really
I
cheaply
don't know if
importing
they've
coal,
changed
just
it
poor
since our last
performance.
ask, but
Yeah, but don't forget that each of these is now an independent business, so they'll source their coal separately. It's not. So you may well be right, Matthew. They may get it from Russia. It may have been cheap at the time.
That's just Russian coal is the worst grade coal you can get in Europe, and it's absolutely ridiculous they're buying it just because it's cheap, because they will kill their engines.
it will kill the engines if they're not.
It will kill the engines because it's the worst grade coal you can get in Europe. It's brilliant for power plants, where you're just burning it. But the sulphur gets that amount of sulphur, because it is a high sulphur content coal, as Jelly said, is going to ruin the internal workings. This is why we had some of the best steamers in the world. Is because we had the best coal in the world.
Yeah. And actually they noticed it when they put, and this is why the Great Westerns were so good, is because they could take any coal. They ran sort of like the castle, when they had that castle against the Scotsman thing, they ran them both on different types of coal, and the castle did better, even though it's phenomenally good on its own coal. When it was on the Norfolk, no, not the Norfolk, the Nottingham coal, it still did equally as well. The train crews could notice a drop in the performance, but nobody else was. And when they put the Scotsman on a lower grade coal, it didn't do as well.
Nope.
And that to me is a testament to people like Calais, because.
Well, I'm going to F7 because I'm on the wrong side of the road, and I'm now close enough
Indeed.
to Rotterdam.
Okay. Same with steel. There's perfectly reasonable steel plant import Talbot for UK and their network, but they import it from France. A lot of our economy now is import and export.
Well, the other main reason about Port Talbot is that wasn't Tata literally on the brink of
Guys, I'm gonna
bankruptcy?
head off now.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for joining.
Cheers, Matt.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Tata, when they closed down most of the British plants, the British plant that was left, they were basically on the verge of bankruptcy, weren't they?
Don't know. If you were running a railway, you would support Welsh miners and buy Welsh coal. Of course you would, InstaSim. just the same as I would.
Funnily enough, there's only one reason why the clay pits in Cornwall are still open.
Why?
Paper that's not recycled, that's straight out paper. It's the best china clay in the world.
Cornwall.
It's the highest grade in the world. It's the only reason that those pits are still viable is because the clay that comes out of it is so expensive.
Yeah.
White gold, that stuff. Fortunately not owned by a British company anymore, but at least there's still jobs and people working there. That's the main thing, and it's kept the industrial railway going down here.
So, one of the things that I did want to mention tonight is this video that I'm doing. I've been looking over the footage. A lot of the sound seems okay when I boost it from the camera. Some of it isn't, so it's going to be quite a big editing job. And I genuinely don't know how it's going to turn out as to whether it's going to be any good. So what I might do is edit it and put it up, excuse me, because I need some practice anyway, and then see what happens and whether or not people like it, and I'll put up a poll on it as well as to whether people want me to redo it or they're happy with that one as a first video. I think that's a good way of going about it. Right, for some reason this is sending me all around the houses. But hey.
I'm just coming into Rotterdam now.
We're in Rotterdam. We're at the services place.
Okay.
And I'm then gonna have a look at where my map is sending me.
So we're going to Düsseldorf from here. No, Dortmund, not Düsseldorf, Dortmund.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down the Calais Road and then onto Dortmund.
Yep.
Okay.
And then from the Dortmund to down that road onto Castle.
Right, and I've just got to do something whilst we wait here. Right, shall we rendezvous with those that are in Rotterdam back at the spanner?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
Right, we're going to keep that there. Just whilst I do that.
Right, I've just dropped my job off. So we're going to Parliament. Oh, I've got a job to Castle.
Oh, I remembered the other day why I stopped watching Watch Mojo Top 10s.
Are we going past Castle?
Castle?
I don't know.
Watch Mojo put out a top gaming put out a top 10 on the top 10 Zelda tracks. No Ballad of the Windfish, not even in honourable mentions.
Right, let me catch up. Your concern is that people rely on cheaply imported coal, which has poor performance, as opposed to supporting local coal miners. Same with steel. There's a perfect. Oh, we've done that lot. Anyone else seen the Disney intro, but it's BitConnect video? No.
The only two jobs I've got is one going to Poznan and the other one going to Castle.
Osland's too far.
Yeah. I can do Castle.
Right.
Well, we're going to be doing the castle run in less than 12 parsecs, so
Yeah, I'll pick that one up then.
That just went whoosh, didn't it?
Yeah.
Press F1. There we go. What am I doing?
I see an L, Sam.
Doing that. Oh dear. Oh well. Is everybody almost there? I don't know.
I'm
I've
just,
I see
I'm
dots
just
all
picking
over
my job
Rotterdam.
up. I have to go to Castle, not Castle, I have to go and pick my job up.
Just give me a second. Right. No, don't want to do that. Right, there we go.
We're going to Castle.
Okay, are we waiting for anybody from around here?
He's
Weird.
on him.
Yeah.
He's on him, me.
Is there, oh, there would be you, wouldn't there, Gavd?
Dortmund, Castle.
Yeah.
Do we go
You
through
could have got the
Castle?
Well, Gav's going to Castle. We're going to Dortmund anyway.
Right.
Unless your grey road is the one that you go down to Dortmund and then back up to Hanover.
I'll have a look. Dortmund. No, we are going through Castle.
And then from Castle, I assume we're taking that little A road.
Across toward Leipzig.
So straight across.
Yeah, and then up to Berlin. And then from Berlin on the Szczecin road.
We're going across to Leipzig. And then up the Berlin road. Right. Got that all marked in. So Dortmund, Castle, straight across to Leipzig, and then from Leipzig up to Berlin.
Yeah.
And then on to, yeah. All laid in. Yep.
Lovely.
I'll hold here at the lights.
Right, let's get ourselves into a nice, neat line then.
I'll pull down to the other. Actually, I'll pull down to the other lights. Oh, they're on that. Mercedes Benz. Right, so I'm waiting at the exit of Rotterdam onto the main road to head back to the Calais Duisburg road.
Right. Oh, who's that? Has somebody else now got a car? We've got a couple of people in cars. I think they might be real players, guys.
Yeah, they're real players. Real player alert. Hi, Charlotte. Yeah, with regards to the whole British steel thing from earlier, one thing people have got to realise, I mean, I'm of the generation where I was born when it was declining. It's now declined. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's not coming. It's never coming back.
No.
We need to focus now on new things like technological, like the gaming industry,
Yeah.
tech industry, and things like that.
Yep. And without getting political, that is one of the problems in the big political debates at the moment, is some of the people that want to go through with these things want the Britain of 70 years ago, and it's not going to happen. What was that noise? It was CK going burp, burp, burp.
Can we go now?
I'm ready. I'm on the back
real
gate.
Player alert. Yeah.
It was CK's real player alert. I think Sprinter's...
Or is my mom?
Right, let's go. Let's get the row on the road. On the
The road again?
road. Let's get the row on the road. We're on the road again.
Yeah.
Take me home, country road. There's a lot of songs about roads.
Yeah.
To the place I belong.
And we are on the road to nowhere.
No, we're on the road
Ma-
to Duisburg.
Max and Paddy.
We're definitely on the road to Duisburg.
There's not the road to Amarillo?
No. Is this the way to Amarillo? Every night I'm fighting my pillow. I can never remember song words. I always just make them up. Dancing Queen, feel the beat on a tangerine. Dancing Queen, eating Chinese with Mr. Bean, oh yeah. Reporting for copyright. How am I reporting for copyright? I'm just doing a cover. It's a cover version. I'm allowed to do cover versions.
Do.
You can dance in your underpants, having the time of your life. Ooh. Hugging your pillow. Eh? Say that again, sorry.
If it was a full cover, you'd be in trouble. However, when you do parodies are protected by law.
Are they?
Yeah, parodies are protected under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that one up. Well, all of mine are parodies anyway, because I can never remember the words. Irascible says put a sock in it. If you want, we'll get Nelsam to sing for you, Irascible.
No, I can beat that. Get me to sing.
Come on then.
No wait, don't do that. Your 22 viewers will suddenly become 0.
Excuse me. Parodies are protected under fair use, but music corporations still find ways to claim videos through the back door. Well, I'm not actually making money off these at the moment, so hey, they can copyright all they want.
They can just claim it. Yeah, it goes up on YouTube. Oh, we'll make a claim for that, and we'll take money from. We'll put adverts on your thing. No, you won't. I'll just take the video down and re-upload it. Every time you claim it, I'll put it back up again.
Yeah. Well, I can't monetize yet anyway, and I'm years away from monetizing on YouTube now.
I wouldn't want to monetize on YouTube anymore.
Yeah. It is that type of thing of YouTube is very hit and miss these days.
Why some of the bigger YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips basically have sponsors now.
Why they what?
Why they have sponsors.
Yeah.
And other YouTubers have gone to Patreon.
Yeah. I thought about Patreon first for extra support on the Heritage Railways thing.
It's a good system.
The problem that I've got with it is how do you then distinguish between Patreon supporters and Twitch supporters and treat them fairly?
Yeah.
Because Patreon has its own level system, but you've got to be fair across the board. So how do you do that? Yeah, so there is that issue. I have thought about approaching Just Trains and seeing if they'd sponsor me to run some of their DLC on the train stream. But then it's like, do I really want to give up that much control and to be contracted to run so many scenarios a month? And you know, I'm then liable if if I don't do it and that type of thing, and so I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's the thing with that sort of arrangement.
Mm.
You know, if I'm saying, oh yes, I'm going to play 3 of your scenarios a month, and I end up offline for a month, you know, how's that going to work? Or if I end up ill and, you know, I spend 2 weeks not streaming, I then come back, that means I've got to do just train scenarios for the next however long. That's why really I'd like another company to support me, but they've got their flagship man.
You wouldn't do that many if they were written by Just Strings, would you?
Hey?
You wouldn't do that many if they were written by Just Strings.
What do you mean?
Oh, most of theirs don't work, do they?
I've not really had a problem with Just Trains ones. You'd recommend either Patreon or Amazon videos direct for the smaller channels. Sprinter has asked for Nelson to sing the Good Ship Lollipop. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Sprinter, that's definitely not going to happen.
He
And
asked-
definitely not tonight with my croaky voice.
Irascible
No.
says you can't do any worse than me, Nelson.
I can, Rascable. I really can.
Keep going, Nelson. Keep going. Sorry, folks. Hubby and yourself got your All the Stations T-shirts today. Oh, nice.
Did they also do an All the Pacers, the Stupid Pacers t-shirt from the last Pacer episode where they ended it with Stupid Pacers on the song?
I don't know.
I loved that. It's like instead of the All the Stations, it went All the
All
Pacers.
the Pacers, yeah.
All the Pacers, the Stupid Pacers.
Oh no. Don't run GT scenarios that have no AI in them.
Why am I? No, that's the wrong way. Sorry,
You
folks,
think there's
I
a
realised
leeway
I-
with some live things with GT? You've heard they're quite lenient sometimes. I'd have to approach them, but I don't know how much control I want to give to somebody else of my channel. That's the thing with it.
It's going to be the beautiful thing of what I'm doing. I'm hoping to be able to say, look, I want this person to get a copy to review. The strict thing is, literally be honest. If it's that bad you want to crucify it, go ahead and crucify it.
Okay.
That would literally be the KTL standpoint on paper. Not that it is, if I produced it and got it out, would literally be, but yeah, you can have it and you are free to do whatever you say, whatever you want. I'm not the type of person to say, well, I've given it to you to review, so you have to do such and such and such. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Pacers. Everyone's now going Pacers for the win. I still haven't been on a Pacer, you know, guys.
Not the Pacer.
Oh,
Pacer is love, Pacer is life.
yeah.
You've got to make sure it's a 142, Mike.
Yes.
I'm sure I'll
Well,
get
those-
there.
None of
Only
these,
bus seats.
none
Yeah.
of these comfy seats.
Yeah. No 143s or 144s.
I'll test
Yeah,
you,
you
but
can
those
have
come-
them. Scrap them.
Those comfy seats on the 143s aren't exactly comfy because it's still rattling your butt.
Comfy in the 142.
Especially when you get off the main, it's brilliant from Exeter up as far as Cowley Bridge because it's like, it's all
Solid rail.
yeah,
Sitting on a school chair. Right.
and then you get on,
Yeah.
then you get onto the older rails when you get to out towards Barnstable, and it's just bounce, up to 60 miles an hour. It's like, no, it hurts.
Yeah, but at least you can have a good ride from them.
I do like being able to sit in the front and see the driver though.
Yeah? Right.
See the vultures circling overhead.
My line does something funny here and I don't know why. We are going straight on, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are going straight on.
Because my line has
telling
got
you to
us.
go, telling you to go to Amsterdam for some reason,
Yeah.
and then come back.
Yeah, I've got Nelson behind me.
Anyway, carry on.
Oh, hang on a minute. I better check. Pretty sure.
I'm going the right way.
Yeah, that one. Why is it telling you to go to Amsterdam?
I don't know.
Whoa, I'm not stopping.
Irascible's got a pizza all to
back
himself.
Yeah.
A nice curry is what you need. Keep drinking fluids. Why is everybody stopped? Oh well. I'm gonna carry on.
Yeah, carry on.
Like Gav did.
Yeah.
Gav was sensible. Gav said, "I'm not stopping." He's like, "Yep, go through. I'm stopped on the road to look at my map. Go through."
Yep.
Another 37-mile-an-hour limit. Do we want to run through, race through this, or is the truck not going to handle it as well?
I
Hey?
should be alright. I should be alright going through here.
Yeah, I'm fine going through here.
Yeah.
Something to do with the waypoint. Oh, okay. Something to do with the waypoint I put. Oh, because I didn't do the waypoint in Rotterdam, it's trying to send me back there. Right.
Well, we
Yeah,
could
so
always
if-
loop back to Rotterdam again. But no
Yeah, so if
reason.
you reset it, it'll put you back onto the right line.
It's fine. We'll just, I know roughly where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, so. So yeah, but the video is nothing like I imagined it to be. It's nowhere near as polished or as well presented as I wanted.
I think it'll be alright.
Like I said at the weekend, even if it's not exactly what you want, it's a learning experience.
Yeah. And I've still got time to go down and do it again.
Yeah.
If I wanted to. And it's why I picked the one that I did, because it's still reasonably close and it was quite cheap to get to.
Like,
So.
I was looking at the maps, thinking about doing the diesel car for the SVR. I was like, well, I might do that, and I looked at how much it would cost me to get to the SVR, and I was like, yeah, no.
What, to get to the SVR?
Yep.
Severn Valley, yeah.
From where you are?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Same
guess
for me,
that's
same
quite...
for me as well.
Nearly 200 quid.
Nearly,
You get to London for that sort of price.
nearly 200 quid?
Nearly 200 quid. Because it's majority first. AKA GWR. And GWR have a monopoly down here apart from the Taunton to Bristol section. So they've set a very, very, very ridiculous fare rate. Where it's now actually cheap. Whereas most places, if you're going into London, it will be a very expensive train journey.
For me, on the train from Bristol to Birmingham, it's £78.50.
See, no, now that's strange, because I can get from here to Birmingham, from here to Wolverhampton actually, on £11.
But if I go National Express, it only costs me £36.50 return.
Yeah, I couldn't do the bus over that type of journey, I'd throw up.
Yeah, no.
Or if I go a Megabus, it's only £7.50 return.
Pound if you can book it early enough.
Yeah, definitely what time you have to catch it. And for me, in my condition, I won't even make that.
But yeah, no, I did think about going to the SVR for a gala, but I don't know. With all the others that I've got to do, if we do stick to it.
The only other one, the one I'm gonna do is the one at Swindon. The Steam. That's the only one I'm gonna do this year.
Yeah, Swindon I can do because that's a straight shot on GWR up to Reading via Taunton, back from
Yeah.
Reading to Swindon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I have a word with John.
I've actually got to drive to Swindon.
Yeah?
Yeah, because otherwise it means going from like Westbury to Bristol and then back across.
Oh yeah.
See, doubling back on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot where you. Yeah, I forgot where you live, John. Yeah.
See, being in London, everything sort of spiders out from here, which is quite good. One-way ticket to Birmingham International for you is about £20.
Wow.
Yeah, from North Wales, that's about right.
About the same from Truro to Birmingham International.
Mm.
Unless you
I
put
don't
early
think
enough.
I don't think I'll do Severn Valley, but I might do West Somerset if he's going to do that this year.
If he does WSR, then I will definitely go because that's just a hop up to Taunton. That's about 50 quid.
What,
Yeah.
That's a day trip.
Yeah, I could do that easily.
Day trip.
is Matt doing
Yeah.
these as meetups?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if he
because
does
the one at the Severn Valleys, the steam gala.
diesel gala for the 7,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it'll be steam for the West Somerset.
I'm not interested in diesel.
We're off the Duisburg Road.
Yay!
Duisburg Road.
We made it, not one troll.
Are we actually going to get into Duisburg? No.
No.
Let's turn off the Duisburg. I don't know.
We did the whole of Calais Duisburg, and we didn't meet one troll.
No.
If I'm coming your way to do railways, you would consider flying rather than rail. It's very expensive. The rail up to you wasn't too bad. I need to fuel, please.
Okay.
Like desperately.
There's one coming up.
It depends on how early you book your tickets.
Yeah, we're talking. You need to be booking as soon as they come out.
Which by the time as I'm looking to get up towards Yorkshire, it will be.
I'll turn off here.
Ya bayağıdır kamyon devirmiyordum ha.
We all turn off here. We all turn left.
Because we're all heading
Abi.
to Dortmund.
Sen durdun. Tekerlerin hala
So
dönüyor.
that's went straight on.
Yeah, I've not.
Neyse ben bir çekici çağırıyorum.
These real players interrupting our chat. Indeed, Sprinter.
Yeah,
I'd make a good fat controller.
We're going the right way, Captain. You're behind me now.
I know. This is the way that we're going. We're going
Rob-
through Castle.
And Rob's gone the other way.
Has he?
Yeah, see her. See
Have you-
Rob, bye Rob.
Have you gone wrong, Rob?
Yeah, he definitely has. Because there's a garage up here.
We're nowhere near Castle, and I'm on the road to Dortmund.
Oh, we're not. We're going to Dortmund.
Have you-
Oh, I missed. No, I know what I did. I put the thing in the wrong place.
See you, bye-bye.
So I'm heading into
Bye-bye.
Dortmund. That's what's happened.
Oh dear.
So I'll meet up with you on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so. Garage here, Captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it backwards though.
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
And also,
I'll park up here.
whilst I'm
You're
here,
right, because I needed this anyway, 'cause it's grey.
Oh, that's all then. Flying 10 round fast.
Ben, when I came up to York, it was only 20 quid return.
Well, I've got everyone behind me. Oh, that's good.
Right, let's fill the tank up. Let me get rid of this thing and whack him Rotterdam. Oh my gosh. Really wants me to go around the houses, doesn't it?
Wow.
Right, what? No, go away, go away.
It wants you to go back about 300 miles.
Yep. There we go. Right, now it's got me coming back into Dortmund. Why are you sending me that way? It's telling me to turn around and then go
Go the way I went.
that way. But I don't get that because it would surely pick up that that is quicker than going round the way that it wants me to. Just have a look at that on stream and see if that makes any sense at all.
I'll watch it back a bit later.
That's silly. Right,
Oh, there's Rob now. I can see Rob.
let's go. Let's go.
There he comes.
Because I'm on the wrong side of the road. Oh, there's Rob. Hey, Rob.
You're not coming into the fuel station the wrong way.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about him. Nobody will notice.
Jenksed. Everybody jenksed. This is what happens when they don't have their pilot, everybody.
How did I manage that? London is over 100 quid for you with a rail card. You just got to book early and you got to find your you got to know where to go for cheap prices.
Not just that. Coming out of London, cheap. Going into London,
Possibly.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
But it was a return, so I was coming out and going in.
but your starting destination was London. Starting
Ah,
point was London.
okay.
It's like for me, if I catch a train from Bristol to London, it's only 86 quid return.
That's
that's on- and
expensive considering that's only a 2-hour trip.
And that's on a trip, and that's, yeah, I know. But if I went by National Express, it's only £22.50 return.
But there are ways that you can get cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
Booking early.
Yeah.
I find booking direct with the company that runs it is good as well. Not always. Sometimes it can be better to use something like the train line, but 9 times out of 10, booking direct with the company,
Yeah, better fare.
you get a much better fare. So like, if I'm heading up the west coast, I'll either use London Midland or Virgin trains, because they tend to have the same price up that route regardless of which train you use.
Yeah, yeah.
That's because if it's destination to destination along the same route,
Yeah.
which is the main talk for that? Which is the main franchise
Virgin.
for that route?
Virgin.
Virgin will basically any other train company on that route
Mm.
undercut Virgin. Virgin have to be at the price that Virgin pay.
Yeah.
Virgin set the route price, and then everybody else can undercut them if they so choose, and can make a profit doing so.
Yeah.
Yes, stay behind.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cut.
Flying.
I came out of the fuel station and wound up in a ditch.
Oh.
See ya.
Somebody's
So I
off
went
back
back
to
to Dortmund.
Dortmund.
So I went back to Dortmund. Yeah, so I'm just gonna come down to Castle now.
Okay.
Grand Central is cheap for you to get to London. Any other company is expensive. Yeah, but to book on their website as well, rather than using one of these like railtickets.com, because they will add their own fees to the ticket price. And so same as if say you use GWR to book a Grand Central train, GWR will expect they'll up the price slightly to put their own slice on it. And another tip that I have, if you can afford it, is travel on late at night.
Profit.
And yeah, and what you tend to find is that the trains need to go back to their depots for their night maintenance, and specifically with the one that we take to Wolverhampton, it leaves here at 9 because it's obviously done the 5 o'clock. So the rush hour train from Wolverhampton down here, it then leaves here at 9 to go back. We get back for about 11, and it's £11.
Wow.
Because I mean we roll into in fact it's a bit later than that. It's probably about 11:30 we roll into Wolverhampton. But yeah, because it's got to go back to Wolverhampton anyway, they'd rather have people on it than not, and so the tickets are dirt cheap.
Wow.
absolutely dirt cheap. Stay away from cross country, Captain. They're very expensive. We'll see when I get there. It literally is. I might see if I can get a rail card for like frequent rail users and that type of thing.
Yeah, because I think cross countries are even now.
It's been for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of my travelling is done early morning or late night. Most of my travelling, I mean, like when we were actually quite lucky. We were on a 8:30 train when we went down to the railway at the weekend, but normally that would have been a 7 o'clock train.
Wow.
Dot, dot.
Are we at Castle?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I see everybody.
Right, let's head to the spanner. Let's put a spanner in the works.
Oops, overshot the turn. I better go round to the spanner the long way.
I think when actually whilst Gav does his thing, I'm gonna go and make these roads all grey or all yellow.
Yeah.
Apparently Grand Central is now run by Arriva too.
Wow, I didn't know they took over that.
Reaver's got most hands in most of them. Any wonder they're wanting to let go of the less profitable franchises there if they're starting to get their hands in pots like that. Such as they're getting rid of the... Is it the Welsh franchise they're getting rid of?
Yep, that's what Sims just said. But they're getting rid of the Welsh one.
There's no profit in the valley.
In the valleys.
No
And
money in the
GW
valleys.
And basically on the south, GW get the mainline traffic.
Yep.
And on the north, is it Virgin they compete with on some of the North Wales coastal?
No, yeah, it is now.
I need to sleep. Good
Alright. Alright then, good night, Gav.
Good night, Gav.
Go for me.
Thank
Don't
you.
need that sleep.
See you, Gav.
Thanks, Nelson.
I have to pick a moment when I'm not.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Right, we're gonna do a UE.
Illegal UE.
Perfectly illegal UE.
Not in my cab, you don't.
The funny thing that I often find myself breaking one of the major rules of trucking on trucks, which is when I overshoot on a main road, reversing with my trailer.
Oh yeah.
You're not actually legally allowed to do with a trailer.
No.
What, reverse?
Cannot
Mhm.
reverse it on a main road
Oh.
without a banksman. Even with a banksman, I think you need permission to actually do it because it's a dangerous manoeuvre.
I've been a banksman and reversed some people out onto main roads.
I mean, reversing out of depot's fine. I mean, actually reversing into it. I mean, actually reversing it on the main road.
Oh, no, I don't think you can do that.
No, yeah.
Well, when you're in the vicinity of a depot, yeah. Because I've done it where we've had deliveries and they couldn't get out, and I've had to back them all the way down the side road onto the main road.
Constantly having to be banksman in my job because I work warehouse
Yeah.
at the store. I'm usually the chief gaffers usually get the forklift ready. I have to go out and be the banksman for the driver to back up the gate.
I quite enjoyed being the banksman.
It's great fun. High vis on.
Yep.
Hand up. Back come.
Stop the traffic.
You're alright.
But
You're alright.
it's also knowing where to stop the traffic to give the driver the most swing, because you will always have that one car that wants to edge forwards.
Well, there's a car. There was once one of the Argos fans edged forward because he wanted to get in, and then it got to a point where, and then he stopped because he realised our truck's there, and then I had to say to it, I had to step back, and wave him around the back of the Arctic. 'Cause I had to say, and I stopped him as he was going past. I said, "You're a bloody muppet," you know. He goes, "Why?" And I said, "Because where you stopped yourself after you suddenly realised I'm not going to get through, how's my guy supposed to back up?
Yeah.
He's got no clearance."
Yeah.
Ah,
Apparently, Arriva trains Wales cross-country, Gan Central and Northern, as well as bus companies and Arriva are owned by DB.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, they are a subsidiary of Deutsche Bahn.
So there we go. Right,
I'm just looking to see what jobs.
who are we waiting for?
Me.
Oh. Right, let's go. Yeah. You'll catch up with us, Gav. We all know that.
Alright, you lot get going. I'll catch you up. I know where you're going. And,
Aye, Gav. Aye.
Right, where's the guy on point? Oh, he's well gone. Let's go.
You said go.
Let's go. Right. Abello have ScotRail and Greater Anglia. I know that Abello do Greater Anglia because they come through. I've seen them down by work.
Is it Serco who's got the Caledonian?
I don't know. I don't know.
And that's 90% of the stock is owned by Porterbrook.
Yeah, it's confusing how they do it these days.
Oh,
Whatever happened to a railway company owning the rails and the locos and
you need a degree in astrophysics just to understand the franchising system.
yeah. And then people wonder why our railways don't work.
Don't get me wrong, they weren't working under British Rail at the time that she went through, but they were working better than this.
Yeah. and it's like they weren't working under the Big Four, but they were working better than they did under British Rail.
Rail, yeah.
And I can understand why British Rail came to be. And it was a very good idea at the time.
And then
But
they overcooked it on the modernisation.
yeah, they did. And I will always say, and I'm a firm believer, that what ruined our railways was the war.
wow.
Yeah.
Because they had to move the troops and the ammunition and everything for free. So
You
you're
are required by mandate.
yeah. So you're running trains that you've got to do, and not getting the money for them, whilst your tracks are being blown to smithereens, and you can't afford to repair them, but you've got to get these trains through. So you're going to go to near bankruptcy in that situation. You've got no option. Apparently Abello is Dutch.
I've got a job going to Cologne.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh.
then I can get one from there to where you're going.
So
I'll do that.
I thought that Abello wasn't Dutch. I thought Abello was something that you used in a furnace to make it hotter.
I thought it was an Italian pizza restaurant.
Ooh.
No, that's
Yeah, Belly, the Italian.
Ciao, Bella.
Abellio.
Belly on.
no. That's what I've got from eating too many pies.
Ooh.
La Bellio.
Big Bellio.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but when you said when you rolled into Wolverhampton at 11 o'clock, I thought, well.
Yeah.
Low blow.
Come on, love, let's roll off the train.
I do like these little B roads. Wait,
That's why I said by doing all the grey roads, you do like most of it, then you get 100% of the map.
Oh, I
Apparently,
think I've gone the wrong way now.
apparently a bellow is pronounced a bellio and not a bellow, but it's still a bellow.
I think I've gone the wrong way.
oh no!
Well, I'm still on the motorway and you guys aren't, so obviously I did.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, there's probably jelly beans behind me as well, maybe. No, it's just me.
Well, okay.
It isn't Berlin.
We didn't need that sign. No, that's why I took it down. It's in the wrong place.
They put it back up now.
Have they? That
Yeah,
was quick.
Really quick round there.
These German workmen.
Well, no, they knew you were
I
coming,
know.
so they just placed people hidden out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a rubber thing. It just sprung back up once I'd run over it.
Yeah, it's just a bit like the Batman
Prevent
sign.
jinxing.
It's a bit like in Batman. You used to go at the Batcave and then the road sign used to the ground and then it used to go back up after.
Yeah, something like that.
Soviet East Germany sign jinx you.
bit like Wallace and Gromit. Am I going to find a pond in a moment that flips over?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Jeez, Gromit.
We haven't any cheese.
Was that the Grand Day Out?
Reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about who can win the franchise for the least amount of money for the duration of the franchise. Indeed.
With specific requirements on what they're
Yeah, what they have to do and how many trains they have to run and. Da, 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 da.
But bids are made based on the information the DFT give them, and this is the reason that why the East Coast franchise has failed again, because it was based on the 140 mile an hour improvements. Now, anybody with a brain that happened to be involved with the West Coast main line back in the early 2000s should have known what the government's track record is of delivering a 140 mile per hour railway. It's not going to happen.
No. And this is what annoys me with HS2. I get HS1 because it's the channel connection, but HS2, fix the railway we've got before you go and make a new one.
Both the West Coast and East Coast are capable of 140 mile an hour running with the correct signalling.
Yep.
So why not spend the money on making the West Coast and the East Coast main lines 140 mile an hour?
And
they're both going to have trains on them that can run at 140 miles an hour.
if you go north of Manchester, in some places they still have semaphore signals with telegraph signal boxes and pull levers in the old 1920s. What we expect to see on a heritage railway, they're still running 125 mile an hour trains through.
Welcome to Cornwall. Vast majority of Cornwall signals are semaphore until the upgrade goes ahead, which sadly west of Truro, as of March, semaphores are going to be gone.
Oh no.
Truro gets to keep its semaphores though, because that's going to be done with the other section, because at the moment they're stopping the trains at Truro, because funnily enough there's no switchback west of Truro until you get to Penzance.
Oh,
You can't change direction west of Truro until you hit Penzance.
okay.
So that's why
Well,
they
yeah,
stopped
because you have to
trains
go
at-
in backwards to come in forwards, don't you? No,
Yeah.
go in forwards and come out back. Yeah, come out.
So that's why they stopped the trains at Truro when they're doing work down that end of the line, because they can just back out to Higher Town Tunnel and then come back in on platform 3.
Yeah.
Ah. It's yeah.
That also means during those works the Night Riviera will be starting from Plymouth. It won't because obviously they can't get to Long Rock.
That's worth noting if ever I need to get down that way, because I was thinking of doing the Night Riviera and then
Do it,
come.
make sure you get a cabin, because the
Yes.
seats are not comfortable to sleep on.
Oh yeah, no, I get a cabin definitely.
Right.
Same as when we go up to the north of Scotland. I'll be doing the Caledonian.
Right turn, right turn.
Right turn, yeah. Come on, get this car out my way. I'm a truck. Wrexham and Shropshire Railway, you believe, but they only lasted a few years. Yeah, Wrexham and Shropshire really didn't last very long.
Shame too. Wrexham and Shropshire had a nice livery.
Hello, CK.
Goodbye, Jack.
Yeah, bye, CK.
Want me to get you away, Captain? I'm accelerating to 100 miles an hour.
I'll see you soon, CK.
Okay. I can't get there.
Actually, no, not a good idea. There's a left turn coming up, and what are we doing 100 miles an hour coming up to a turn?
Yeah, you do. Come on, let me catch up with the camera.
No, I am not flipping my car.
Yeah, go on now. You only need to flip it once.
See if you
Advice.
see if you can do a full Jenks roll and get it back on its wheels.
Yeah.
Alright, we're near enough to Berlin that if everything goes wrong, I can just port to Berlin and catch up. And if I flip and I don't succeed, I will wait for CptnJenks to catch up with the camera before doing so.
Okay.
Oh. You have to do it on the roundabout though, roundabout's better. Or do it on a turn up when you're just turning off at it in that junction, then do it then.
But how are we gonna know if you do flip and end up back on your wheels?
Oh well.
Can't keep up with me if I'm doing 113 miles an hour, so...
Yeah, I can't. I'm limited at 55.
Wow.
I jinxed it.
Oh, Captain
I
Oyo.
nearly made it. I nearly made it.
Oh.
I need to do it again, because if I do, then N-Rails has got to subscribe to me, because he said last time I did it, if I did it again, then he would subscribe.
I nearly made it. I did nearly make it, and then everything went wrong.
Right, see if we can find out where he is.
You'll see the dot soon enough.
Captain,
Yeah.
do you think it would be a good idea to give the choice of that person that who wants to sub, if I sub to Twitch or do it via the Patreon?
I haven't set Patreon up yet.
But if you did though, would you give them the choice
Yeah,
to have it?
probably.
Yeah.
You were nowhere near. You only got halfway.
No, I actually rolled over and then rolled over again, so I went over the full 360 and then did another 180 degrees.
Right, it's time, I believe, for a couple of snappity snaps. Let's get into the photo studio. With that,
Yeah, I totally jinxed that. I'm just going to put something in your chat a minute because
that's quite good.
Whereabouts are you?
In front of me, I've pulled up right next to him.
No, I mean on the map. Whereabouts are you now?
On the road. I genuinely don't know.
there we go, Captain. Just special emote.
Have you gone past Dresden?
We're on our way up to Berlin.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Lost my internet.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh no, Jelly. I hope you find it.
I rung the was it BTP?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, British Telecom Police.
See, I totally jinxed it.
yeah, but I
Made the 360 and then went an extra 180 to land.
you can actually see you in the car.
Oh,
No!
can't believe I've missed that.
Right, let's go. I would provide a relative seat service and make sure that customers knew what happened behind the scenes. It's public transport. Yeah, but it's also a quite expensive Insta-SIM. It's all very well saying, yeah, I'm going to provide a cheap train. How are you going to put the fuel in it when the fuel prices go up? How are you going to look after the railway? How are you going to pay the millions of pounds that Network Rail wants when something goes wrong and you have to slow down and hold up services. That's why they're so expensive. Where are you gonna?
I'm at Magdeburg. Oh,
Oh,
That's where I
close to
am.
Berlin. That's close to Berlin.
where are you going to find the money to buy the lease for the trains and to paint them each time they get graffitied? That's why it's an expensive business. I know, because I took business studies at school, and my teacher thought I was crazy because I had everybody else's business plan.
Yeah, I've got one.
We had to come up with a business plan, and everybody else's mainly were like setting up a shop and a year's worth of loan before they got back into profit. I ended up with a 25-year business plan because I was starting an airline. And my teacher just looked at me and went, "What?" Because he went round, right, how long have you estimated for your company to get in the red? 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 12 months, 8 months. And then he gets to me and I went 25 years. He went, "What?" I said, "It's an airline."
which is about standard for an airline.
Yeah. And it was with one plane. It was, but I got all the business planes sorted and worked out, find out what pilot's wage was and all this, that, the other. I'd properly done the research into it.
I've got a job going from Magdeburg all the way to Poland, where you're going now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
so I can catch you up now.
Well, we'll be doing about 50 mile an hour. So if you guys stick at your 55, then you'll catch us up in no time.
Okay.
I might have gone one better, Captain. I said, oh yeah, and I also intend to open it in America because that means that if anything does go wrong during the 25 years, I can apply for Chapter 11.
You can what?
You can apply for Chapter 11.
What's that?
Protected bankruptcy.
Oh, okay.
Rather than just going, absolutely, I have no money left. That's it. It's over. I was really glad that Niki Lauda finally got Lauda Air back.
Yeah.
Story of the guy that's the racer that nearly died in a racing accident. Comes back, wins world championship, sets up his own airline, sells his airline for lots of money. Airline ends up, I think it was with Air Berlin, the big one that went bust last year.
Yeah.
So he was about to lose it, taken up by one of the other big carriers, and then he basically went into the boardroom with a plan for the airline, and they went, "We'd be quite happy to sell you the airline, Mr. Lauda."
Wow.
I'm wondering how much because I know he's rich anyway, but I'm wondering if Toto Wolff gave him any extra money. But yeah, so Lauda Air will still exist and not be just some unnamed thing in some big conglomerate airline. Woohoo!
Good.
And it cost Niki Lauda a lot of money to prove that the air crash was the aircraft and not his pilots.
Oh yeah, he went right up against the manufacturer, didn't he? Because they were kicking their heels saying, no, it's not our aircraft, it's not our aircraft. And he was adamant, it's like, no, it wasn't my pilots. No, it wasn't my pilots. I have faith in my pilots.
I think with price, provided the demand allows. There's somebody who's in front of me that's accelerating away when the rest of the convoy is behind. I think with the price,
Not me.
price can easily. Bumps on the seats.
Can't be me, I'm 70 miles from Berlin.
It might be then. Because we're not in Berlin, we're...
Oh, God.
Oh, it might be
Street
me.
again.
I think it's me, guys, because you're like 400 meters behind me.
Oh, possibly then.
Yeah.
Oh crumbs, I just missed the Berlin turn off.
In InstaSim, that only actually works to a point. There comes a point at which that no longer works. And it's really strange, but people won't buy something if it's too cheap.
Mm.
Because they immediately think, hang on a minute, what's wrong with...
Yeah.
Why is it so cheap?
Mm.
But There's other things that go beyond it as well, and so what you end up doing is you end up reaching the maximum amount that you're ever going to sell. Because, like for example, with train tickets, some people just won't take the train. You could give them the free ticket and they won't take the train. They'd prefer to drive. And so you do reach a ceiling which isn't the full market niche. It's really strange how it works and how the economics of it works. And then you've got that human thinking that companies will often do a price that's expensive and a price that's too cheap and a price in the middle, expecting most people to go for the one that's in the middle, because people who look at the cheap one think that's far too cheap, and so they go for the middle one because they think they're going to get more. It was you, CK.
Oh, you
Ow.
you lot are just going past me now.
Ow.
I caught right up to you.
If it's too cheap, then fair enough. But saying that there's an off-peak service with 3 people on it, say about an hour or two before the train should arrive, depart, they could lower price a little bit, try to get more people on the train potentially. Yeah, but InstaSim, there comes a point whereby if people aren't using that train, people aren't using that train. And that's where Dr. Beeching's method, although criticised by many, was in some respects the right thing to do, because if people aren't using it, short of giving them the free travel and they still won't use it anyway, the best thing to do is to get rid of that train and run it at a time when people will use it at a decent price. Unless you have to run that train, in which case sell them for as cheap as you can, because running a train with people on it, even though they've paid pittance, is better than running an empty train that you have to run. But if you don't have to run it and you can adjust the timetable or get rid of the service altogether, then that's the better option.
I am in Berlin.
You're in Berlin. We are leaving the Berlin Ring Road.
Excellent. I shall come out and meet you. I had to go and fix stuff. Might have bashed my car a bit too much, so... Oh no, no!
What?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
You've gone over again.
No, there's
Oh,
a message
what?
just come up.
Hey?
Oh, better pack
Server
up.
will be up. Just had a message come up. Server will be updated in a minute.
Oh,
Pack up. Better save this.
I better get there as quick as I can then, because that's going to ruin the video.
That's packed up.
Right, I'm not running for a convoy anymore, I'm running for myself.
Yourself.
Make it, it's a minute.
Oh,
You
no.
should make it more.
Ah, come on.
It should have like a storm cloud, something, with like a giant tornado with everything, all the trees flying everywhere, and you're trying to outrun it. Oh my god, it's the server! It's crashing! Oh, I've got to escape!
Floating
Like
around
it.
me!
And all the land is like turning to vector graphics, and you're like,
Uh-oh.
Server closed, to connect again, restart game.
I've not had anything come up.
You keep going, Captain. Keep
I
going.
am.
Press your tab key, Captain.
Oh, yeah.
My tab key's not working.
Right, keep going then, Cap.
Keep driving.
Probably explains why the tab key's not working.
Well, there's an update for ETS2 and American truck. Oh, no.
It does mean, however, that we're not going to get a snapshot this week either.
No.
Because if I can do this without coming off so that it can go up on YouTube, I'm going to. It'll only be like outrunning the tornado, it will catch up with me. It's not going to catch up with me, don't worry. We're going to get there.
How many hours have you got left?
36 minutes.
Wow.
You're running out of fuel. You're running out of fuel. No, I'm not running out of fuel. No, 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 no.
That's really weird.
Wow, you're near to the finish.
I think that they should put up more notice though. Giving you
That's
a
really
minute.
weird. You get a really weird side effect, don't you, when this happens?
I'm going to say Tyra, because I don't know how to pronounce the full thing. Hello and welcome to the channel. That's what they said in The Wizard of Oz. What, that we can outrun it? Of course we can outrun it. Right, we're now leaving Germany and entering Poland.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
It's really weird because, like, where you guys vanished when the server went down,
Yeah.
when the
Even
server
get rid of
closed,
my cancer.
there's like 2 dots left on the map from your last position, and they're still sitting there, still obviously not moving. So when I drive there, your trucks aren't there, but then I can still hear the sound of your trucks, like they're just frozen in time. So I'm literally just parked in the road next to where the truck was, and I can hear it, but there's nothing there. It's just it's just like.
No, I am out of fuel.
I'm just coming on the German Ring Road now.
For some reason, it's just taken another loan installment. I hate it when it takes 2 in one day.
Because it's caught up with the big... Going offline, it's caught up.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, maybe. Quit out.
Back to world. Don't dump me back to Berlin. Don't dump me back to Berlin.
Right, in we go.
You're gonna make it! If you win.
Don't think I am on multiplayer anymore. It might have just kicked me and allowed me to continue to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what
where that's what happens, and that's where the second loan installment came from.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going.
There we
Captain.
go.
You'll get there.
Right, we're done.
Wow.
Let's drop that lot off. Satisfactory. I'm happy with that. And that gives us 21 grand.
GG, Captain. GG.
Continue.
Yeah, definitely GG.
Get free.
Yeah.
Get free.
Pop into the bank. Account balance 79. Left to repay 70. Let's play that. Yes.
9 grand.
No
Wow.
more debt. Tyra, we're leaving that there now, I'm afraid, because it's 10 o'clock on my time, so we're coming off. We do play on Euro 4. So next week, next Thursday, log into Euro 4, be here at the Polish place that we can't pronounce, 7 PM UK time, and we'll leave from here.
That means you've only got 9 grand left, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got 9 grand left. Let's actually now.
Wow.
Whilst we're finishing off the end of the end. Right.
Right, so Matt's not streaming tonight for certain. He is still in the office.
We'll find somewhere for you guys to go in a second. A daft truck.
No, you want a man.
I know I want a man. Yeah, let me have a look at me at a man.
You have this junk.
Now you're a man, an M-A-N man.
Although that truck is pretty. It's still daft. Let's leave. Yes. Truck dealers. Mind you, that Merc that I had was quite nice.
That was pretty fast though, that was pretty shifty.
Right,
You could
let's
always go for one of them again.
find out what the best man I can get is.
Now you're a man.
That.
So Captain's gonna have his own truck.
Are you gonna get is that a German man you're getting?
I don't know, but it would have all the best engine and that on it, of course.
Captain's gonna start the stream next week with a new truck.
I'm not. I'm just
Oh,
pricing this up.
oh.
A lot of money, Captain. A lot of money.
Yeah, but it'll be
We'd have
worth
that
it.
one.
Be worth it. Just get one small loan. Yeah.
One small loan. This so far, the customization is costing me 198,000.
Oh no, it's steep.
Engine power 680 horsepower. Is that good?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Very good.
That's the best engine that I can get at the moment.
But then you need the gears to match that engine.
The chassis, the best chassis I can get is that. The transmission, best transmission I can get is that. It hasn't got much maneuverability, my truck. Anyway, exclusive UK. Ooh. Right, let's leave. Let's just have a look. If we were to go for another another dealer. Everybody in chat's gone Scania. They get a Scania. So we'll have
Yeah, have a look at the Scanias, Captain.
we'll have a look at a Scania.
Yeah. Scanias are better than Volvos.
Renault.
No, whoa, that's like going below the belt, that is.
Right, there's that one that I can get.
Yeah,
Hello.
very low.
Believe it or
Have a
not,
Magnum.
Gav, that's what I got left to drive.
No.
Have I? No, I've done
Oh,
that.
okay. So it's only the transmission that's different there.
Must be the DAF I've got left to drive.
Actually, that Scania's not bad. 225,000 though. And we'd have it in that, of course. And we'd have to have the custom colours. Like that. Oh, look at that. And we
I
put,
can't look at it, can I?
we put some decent stuff on it. We'd sort of like make it all look good. That one. I actually kind of preferred that one. Looks more like
A taxi.
CK Renault. Not a problem, InstaSim. Oh, and of course we'd need InstaSim. You might just want to see this. We would have to have these.
Welsh flag, yeah.
The Welsh flag's got to be there. That
Don't worry, guys, I'll meet you at the garage. Don't worry.
driver's plate, nah. Scania, okay. Yeah, whatever. Ooh.
Are you going to go for a Scania, Captain?
I am seriously thinking about it. Oh, and can we put all sorts of? Can we like make this like a floodlight thing and just have loads of lights on it?
Yeah.
Can we
You
make?
can put as many lights on as you want, Captain.
Yeah, you can have a look.
Let me actually find out how much this truck is going to cost if we have everything.
A lot.
Then
You're
you can
better
get
off with the little square ones along the top.
you get some neons, you can get a kissing Grammy, you get quite a lot in the tropical fish tank.
Oh,
You could have like a no, you could like put a tropical fish tank in it as well. You could sort of fish swim around.
Just don't get a cat to be a companion. I'm gonna give you little fishy.
yeah.
Fare thee well, 319 stand back. We shall miss thee.
Oh, I could buy an house here.
Right. Okay.
Garage.
When I've done this, can I actually save the configuration that I come up with?
Not really.
I don't think you can.
So
No, you would have to buy the truck itself.
we'll have to go through all of this again, will we?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame you can't save the configuration.
So it would be nice if you buy it tonight, Captain.
Oh, are you gonna let me change the? Ah, awesome. And then we can get them, and they're also gonna be that. Oh, look at that! These wheels are gonna be fantastic.
You would make my day if you bought it tonight, Captain.
Yeah, I can't buy it. I've not got. I'm already at 300 grand. Okay. for this truck. And we haven't even done the inside yet.
Oh no, that's a house.
Let's not have Captain take out another 500,000 just to basically wind up losing it.
Yeah, 100% damage on his first drive.
Still peanuts, though.
Yeah, but it would be worth it, though.
Probably not.
No, we'd have to come up with a whole new term if that happened because jinxing it just wouldn't cover it.
But Sprinter, pink is Matt's thing. We're on the CptnJenks channel now. We're not doing pink.
How about a nice garish yellow?
Are you actually looking at the stream? Can you not see the colour that it is?
Yeah, it's a garish, not bright.
Oh no,
I think
this is
more
this is
towards the brown.
this is CptnJenks yellow.
I'm not watching the stream, so I have to watch it back, so...
I
Whatever
was
you
thinking
go
more
for...
brownish.
No, not again.
What the?
Oh.
Better save it quickly.
What have they kicked you all off again?
Yeah, Captain, right, you keep going, right, keep going.
I'm not on actually in the world anymore, am I?
No, you're offline, so just keep doing what you're doing. Right, we'll come back to you.
Right, so for this truck, with all the best mod cons on,
Yeah.
307,950.
You can afford it. Go on, Captain, go on, get it. Go on.
I can't. I've only got 9 grand.
Take a loan.
But what do you guys reckon to that for a truck?
Come on, Cap, please.
You've got to have in-cab lighting as well.
It needs racing stripes.
Yeah, you need to do all the interior stuff too.
And it needs racing stripes. Racing stripes.
There is no in-cab lighting. There's only these few bits that don't come up.
You haven't got in the cab yet, have you?
Yeah, I'm in the cab. I can't look around in the cab. Is it because I need to use this? No.
Behind you.
Oh, it should be
Doesn't it click and drag to look around the cab?
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Go on, Cap.
We'll have a laptop
Yeah,
and a cooler,
All the sandwiches, Captain.
a mobile there, and we can put some stuff on the dashboard.
This is Jenks.
What should we have?
It's the game back.
A compass, some sunglasses,
Coffee.
and a wallet.
Hey, why has it kicked us off and there's no update? What the? Hey, what's happening here?
I think that's it for in here, isn't it?
And don't forget the wheels. You need to put them.
What's that? Oh, something hanging down. We can do. We don't want the Rocket League ball. We don't want the skull. Pirate skull maybe. Yeah. What's that?
Do that.
Sun visor. That one is the curtains. Do we want curtains?
No. No, because then you'll be
Nah.
posh.
Only if you crash.
and then it is curtains.
Oh, here we go.
I know. I didn't know if Chris Rogers was still here. I was just covering.
We can put all sorts of stuff on. My gosh.
Yes, I'm back. Yes.
Anyway. We literally could absolutely cover our windscreen with all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but you don't want to do
Flags
that.
and put lots of flags on and
Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't like that. We're going to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? Like that. Bye. So, for that truck, £314,054.
Right, take a loan. One cap.
no.
One cap.
What do you guys in chat reckon?
Come on, Cap.
Should we take a loan and buy it, or should we should we save up for it since we're now debt free?
Save up.
I'm thinking save up.
Save up.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I'm thinking save up.
No point in going because if an accident happens, you wind up going back into debt again.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Looks nice. It's mustard yellow. Mr. Harrison says get it with a loan. Nelson says no loan. Sprinter says save it and get some more money. Okay, we're gonna keep this as a goal though. I think I do like this truck. I do like this truck.
When you got a few drivers, AI drivers working for you, and you got some other bits, and then when the money comes, then you can just treat yourself to it.
The best thing about AI drivers is you only ever need to buy them base trucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. You don't have to get them pushy.
But it might be a thing that I do like what CK does and have a number of really posh trucks to run round in, and then give them to the drivers when I finished with them, type of thing. It's a shame that you can't save this setup.
What I love about when Bravo Chick streams is she kind of has different trucks with different names, and then when one gets to certain mileage, she'll kind of get rid of it and she'll get a new one, call it a new name, like a girly name. Kind of funny.
Can't you take a picture of it?
Screenshotted. Done.
Have you
Right.
done the screenshot for inside of it? Inside the truck as well?
No. That's pretty standard.
Preset colour, Stace.
Yeah, but you can always just watch your stream back on YouTube and you'll see what you've been looking at anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's an idea.
yeah.
We could do that. Take a small loan to buy a basic truck. No. We will get to 3. It'll probably be about 2 months, but we will get to 300 grand, and then we'll get there. Right. So that ends that. Let's come out of the game.